neighbor next door.
Okay. He was with the neighbor next door.
And so we had broke up.
Okay.
The thing was, I didn't stop my life. He's whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
So y'all broke up and you was dating other people.
No, you were born.
Okay.
You were born, and the World Series was on, and your daddy wanted to see it, as plus the entire. Well, anyway, so as the story goes, hey, I didn't think I'd be telling this, but as the story goes, me and your dad was holding you, looking at in our bedroom.
How many months was it during this time?
Yeah.
It was during this time. I'm going to show y'all how little I was.
In fact, it was the summer.
Why they always tell me that this is not the average baby picture? All the other babies got their little fists up and can't even hold their hands up right. I'm slightly sitting here posing hard in my crib, laid back in my car seat. I was chilling. But anyway, so that's how little I was. And apparently, Bo, my father, he was holding me at the time.
And
Daddy Tony was next door.
No, he wasn't next door. He was across town. He was with his woman.
Okay.
And I was with your dad. He decided to break in the house.
He broke into the house.
He broke into the basement, kicked in the bedroom door, and kicked your dad in the face, and you and the TV and me and everybody crashed. And the TV went out and
he kicked
curtains dropped.
And your daddy told me her was on the wall.
No, your daddy told me to find you. Well, then Timmy was kind of fighting pretty tough. Well, I found you. Then your dad said, put some clothes on, put my shirt on. Anyway, I said, okay. He said, now you and the little girl get out of the room. And I did. As I was leaving, I looked back at the silhouette from the moon shining in. Your dad stood up until he melted down. And it was over. So that's how that happened.
That's how I always wanted her. So
when he first did it, at the same time, he bit me.
He bit you?
On the shoulder.
While they was in the middle of fighting?
When he came in, kicked Bo in the face. Bo did something. Anyway, he ended up with his neck kind of twisted like you would fold up an envelope.
Dang! Them man was battling.
They tore out the whole side of my house. The window frame, the glass. I had the whole thing built in, the whole thing. But that's what happened.
Well, I tell you.
And don't get on it telling too much.
But y'all can tune in and kind of see that back in July there was a picture of me and Otis, my father, and whatnot. He did all that fighting for my little black blood, but then he slightly disappeared for a while, for some years, and now he's, I guess, coming back. But nevertheless, I just wanted to say that the beautiful thing of it was that even though Tudney realized that none of us, I guess, was his, he still was man enough to claim us anyway. And when my mama moved to Colorado Springs, she had remarried Ted Thompson, which is who I call my daddy. She married him, and when I was like 4 or 5 or whatnot, I was about 4 or 5 when she got with him. And I love him so much dearly because that man had took a lot of time out into me. You know, he was taking on a lot of responsibility. A woman with 5 kids, you know, and my little badass butt, and you know, and it was kind of crazy. But this man took a whole lot of time to spend time with me, and Tudney has always kept in touch, and his brother lived up there in Colorado Springs as well. So I love this man because even though they found out that I wasn't Tudney's child, they still gave me love. My Aunt Rosie and my Uncle Poochie. My Uncle Poochie used to come pick me up all the time. And he didn't have to. That's why I love him so much. So I had my daddy Ted there that was just, you know, really good to me. And then I had, you know, my Uncle Poochie. And recently, you know, he's passed, and y'all seen that say when we crying and all that, and I've always said I'm gonna do a nice one. You know, because it was too close on, so I was tearing up. I couldn't talk about him then. But you know, I just want to say I just love him because he took a whole lot of time out into us. He used to have us put on our best clothes and take us out to dinner. Remember that?
Yeah. I did.
Yeah. And he used to take us down like it's the Black Angus, me and my little sister Tedra.
With the waiter and everything.
Yeah, the waiter was standing beside you, and every time he drank some, she'll drink some. He'll pour something in her. And my little sister was just trying to get to the bottom so she could hear the slurping sound. Like, Boo just like, you can't do that. Ladies don't make the slurping sound. You can't be doing all that. And then they come out with one plate, and then I start eating on that. Then they come out with another plate. And I'm like, hold up, there's more food. My mama put everything on one plate. We got all these plates. Well, we got all these plates like a food chief. He was like, that's because when you eat at a nice place, they bring you all these things and different things, and you eating it with the wrong fork. That's the salad fork. This is the meat fork. I said, Dad, I didn't even know.
Like in a Pretty Woman.
Yeah, and that's how my Uncle Boogie called us. There was a piano man in the back. It was a Black Angus. And he didn't just do this one time. He did this throughout. And he used to always let me know you're a lady. And if you on a date with anybody, you are not going to eat out of no paper bag. You don't eat out of paper bags. And you're right, because every guy that I've ever dated since then, I won't let them take me to McDonald's. You're not taking me to Burger King. No, you're not. Then we're going somewhere nice, like Angus, and we're going to have a whole lot of plates and a whole lot of different forks.
I like Burger King.
But I like Burger King too, but I can buy that with my own money.
Yeah.
I can buy that with my own money.
That's what I feel about Red
did.
Lobster. Don't take me to Red Lobster. I can buy my own Red Lobster.
You know, it's like, sure.
Take me somewhere that I can't afford.
That's what I'm saying.
I remember when
y'all heard Miss
changed.
Dorothy in the background. She can hop on in if you want to hop in. There she is. She's sitting right there.
Hey, you guys doing today? Well, I'm doing just fine. I'm totally blessed today because I woke up this morning. All praises to the Lord.
That's right.
Glory be to God. But at this time, I'm kind of still in mourning. I lost my cousin. Let her so rest in peace. And
That's
in
right.
heaven.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That's right.
She was a beautiful woman.
And she received the news while she was up under the hard drive.
Yes.
And they was like, oh, they was like, oh, your little elf is crying. And I'm like, why? I see why my little elf is crying. And, you know, we looked over there and she was crying and she had just received that news and I was like, I'm so sorry,
She's
baby.
one of my favorite cousins.
Belize, when she found out that she
was
had
her name?
passed.
Gracie.
Yeah.
Her name was Gracie.
Yeah.
What's her whole name?
Her name is Mary Grace Smith. Don't know her married name.
Well, I mean, you know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Her name
at
is
least,
Mary,
you know,
Mary,
give her
Mary,
rest in peace.
Mary Grace Smith. And if there's anybody here in Louisville or Lebanon, Kentucky that picks up Patches' page, you might know who I'm speaking of. And,
Yes.
you know,
And so,
before we leave, I'll find a picture and I just show it up to you.
that's right, because we love you, yes. And I wanted to tell you, when she found out this news, I thought I was glad that I was there because she was getting pampered the whole
Yes.
time. She was getting pampered at the time that she found out, and I told her that, you know, your cousin wanted you to be getting pampered when you found out, because she was up under the rollers and just got through getting her toes polished when she had found out. So, you know, the cousin Patches and Mama Tina sends her regards to that family. But, you know, it's kind of crazy because we're talking about our loved ones that's passed on. And my mama, which y'all see the video, Uncle Pep and Uncle Bun Bun,
We played that this morning.
yes, we did, and it was so hilarious because, you know, they was talking about, you know, some of the times, the hard times that they've been through or whatnot, but throughout that whole video, you see them picking up the kids. You see them giving them love. You see them rocking the babies.
Giving them money.
And giving them money. And I'm just so blessed because, you know, my uncles them did that to me. They loved me, they hold me, they was there for me, and they all got special memories and moments with me. And Mama said, but she had to slow his roll from babysitting us because he wanted to share with his niece. Would you tell him about some babysitting?
I had to go somewhere, and so I told Pep, I said, Pep, watch the baby for me till I come back. It was Shanita. Shanita was a baby. I won't give her age. but she was a baby. So I come back through, I go out, but he's out in the backyard sitting under a shady tree, drinking him some, I think it was Old Heavenly Hill.
And what is that?
Whiskey, old-fashioned whiskey.
Oh,
Anyway,
good.
so I said, well, you got my baby out in the sun. He said, well, trying to brown her up a little bit. I went to pick up Shanita off the
She's
blanket.
bright yellow.
I smelled, I said, Pam, you gave my baby some liquor. He said that she's my niece. I'm not going to have a drink and not give my niece a drink.
She said, I'm not going to have a drink and not going to give my niece a drink.
I would give my niece a drink.
I would give my niece a drink.
Because he loved.
Because he loved her that much.
I said, well, you won't ever do it that again. And
She
he
said she got home and picked up that baby and smelled the little baby's breath. She said it smelled like bird liquor. Her bottle had a little water.
He gonna tell me he put the liquor in a bottle with half water and some sugar, and that's the way she likes it.
She was drunk.
That little baby was drunk.
Now he'll go to jail for it.
The happy birthday to you, Shanita, because this is your birthday month.
It is happy birthday. It's also Lisa and Londa's.
Yes, it is. It's Lisa and Londa's birthday month, and it's all day birthday months cracking. So happy birthday to you
I'm glad
guys.
I'm gonna be here. We're gonna do it.
And happy birthday to you, Spencer, all the way over there in United Kingdom.
I caught a thing he said. I love you. He said, tell somebody that you love. I did Spencer to one of my breeds.
That's right.
My baby.
I love him. That's right.
And he said he wanted, so I caught that last night.
Well, I'm glad because I love you too, Spencer, because you make
It's
great
shout out to you
intros.
from Mama Tina Spencer.
All the way to United Kingdom.
Exactly.
That's right. So, but I just had to get back. I had to get on this page and kind of touch up on some memories about, my aunties and my uncles or whatnot, and just the love that I was just raised up in this home. And it was just really funny that I can look back and see, them running around and being crazy and whatnot. And y'all see my Uncle Bun Bun, and my Uncle Bun Bun, he loves all the kids, but he slightly y'all seen him. He may not always be there. No.
Aunt Boo said he used to get dropped on his head a lot when he was a baby.
See.
That's what she said. She said that boy been dropped too much on his head.
And I tell you, he tries to do the best thing he can with them kids, but one day he had to put Nana on the school bus.
Y'all, we're not going to say that. Don't you do it. I'm not going to do that one. We'll say that one.
Well, say about what else? Talk about Uncle Bubba, but baby,
He will come back and get us if we tell that story.
Well, he must have.
But I will tell the story of what we did with him for being the way he is. And this is way back in the day when Uncle Fonza died.
Okay.
Where he was just being crazy to everybody his normal way. And we were sitting out in the front of the house, me and Uncle Pap and Uncle Sugarman, and we were saying we ought to get even with him. The way he's treating it, treat us, acting
Yeah.
out. And he used excuses he's drunk, he can be rude.
Yeah.
Or nasty.
It was drunk and rude.
But, so we were sitting there and I went to use the bathroom and opened up the medicine cabinet to see what they had in there, closed it back, went out there. I said, did they take Uncle Fonz's teeth? When they went to the funeral home people that came and got his body, and they said, no, his teeth in the cabinet.
What
And so Uncle Pap and our minds was always like right here. So he looked at me, he said, I'll go see if he's sleeping. He's going to take his out. So he came back and said, yeah. So since we had did our job, so I think it was Uncle Sugarman had to go in there and switch him.
He switched his teeth for Uncle.
So all during the funeral, they came and was fanning me and everything, so I was crying. I was laughing so hard, I was crying. Because he kept going like this.
I gotta get this
I
thing. Cause it ain't
I didn't tell him. But I did tell him about 2 years later, he tried to hit me in the back of the head. Yeah, I know.
They got you down out playing. I did not mention that my mother is a twin. So her and my Uncle Pep, you know, was right on with each other. And as growing up in her house, I tell you, it was crazy because they have a sense of humor. And you remember when Uncle Pep did Thanks for the Ride Lady?
I remember when he took a long time trying to fix a sock.
To make his
a stocking.
Yes, he did.
Make it look like a real rat in a rat trap, and it kept waiting for y'all to be in there.
And he told us a couple days ahead of time. He was like, I think I heard there was a mouse around here.
I'm gonna get a rat trap.
I'm gonna get a rat trap. So y'all be careful because there's a mouse going around here. So I've been walking around for like 2 days tiptoeing. Okay, because y'all know I'm scared of stuff like that. I don't like rodents and whatnot. Tell me why all of a sudden one night we sitting on the couch in the downstairs basement, and I heard something go snap, and he said, oh, I think I caught a mouse. They caught a mouse. Well, he pulled back the couch and snatched up his looked like a bloody mouse because they had ketchup or something on him. And
it was really a stocking.
It was a stocking that he made into a mouse. And he's like, I caught the mouse. Oh, this fat too, it looks juicy. And took a bite out of it.
Anyway, because he did it because y'all had just got to eat dinner.
Yeah.
He wanted to see y'all throw up.
I gagged, I ran, and he was chasing me around the house with it. And he was just always pulling pranks like that. And one of my most craziest prank was we was watching one of them shows like The Crypt Keeper or something a couple days prior. But
was it was Thanks for the Ride Lady?
It was Thanks for the Ride Lady. And I was in my room sleep, okay? Well, in this going, and she was rich, and she kept going. So it was pretty scary and dramatic. I'm a kid. I'm about 10, 11 years old, and he had a hat.
He had a hat on, because Uncle Pep searched doing that trucking when he was driving for the trucking company. He would call me, because he said he couldn't find it. One truck stop, he found that hat, and he came all the way back to Colorado.
To scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So
and he told me that's what he was coming for.
And that's what he did.
He sure
and I tell you, he had put this cap on, and I told you we watched this crazy movie a couple weeks prior, and now I'm asleep in my room, okay? And I forgot all about this movie. Why my Uncle Pep, he had a hat on, he had took a sign and wrote Thanks for the Ride Lady,
and he had
tire tracks going across, he had blood on her. While I was asleep, he come tapping me, tap, 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 Thanks for the Ride Lady, Thanks for the Ride Lady. I looked back, oh my God, Jesus! And there was nowhere to run because my bed was against the wall. I smacked that wall 2-3 times before I knew I had to go down below on the bed and hop off the bed and take off running. I was scrambling like he was chasing me from the base on that. Thanks for the ride, thanks for the ride. I was like, wow. I said, Lord Jesus. He was like, he chased me all the way upstairs, and I ran to my mama's room, shut the door. And he hollered, it's just me. Y'all wouldn't be so bad, you wouldn't be so scared. And I'm like, who goes out their way to torture children like that? But she ain't no better, because she called me just a couple days later after that to bring her some water. And she was already upstairs. And you remember that? Oh my goodness, I remember some water.
I had gotten a rubber lawn head that you pull over during Halloween, and it had hair and everything.
It sure did.
And I put a black trench coat on. And I stood in the dark on the steps.
In the dark.
To bring me some
water.
You
heard that mess? And told me to bring her some water. Why? I was like, why mama wants some water and she's already upstairs? Why I gotta come upstairs and go to the kitchen to give her some water if she's already in her bedroom? But as mama, I'm gonna go up here and give her this water. So I guess this water, and I come back, and we had a 3-level house. So that's how you make it up there. On the second floor was the kitchen and all that, and then you had another upstairs. So we had a pretty nice house. I wasn't raised in a little shack. You know, I love my daddy too. We was raised comfortable. My mom and my daddy provide for us well. I did not. I can honestly say I had everything a kid could possibly want. Hell, I had the first water bed on the block, queen size, for anybody else.
You sure did.
Anybody else.
And we had to get, well, when you went to school, we was trying to get it all brought in. Anyway, when you came, it was set up.
I wanted a water bed, and I got a water bed. A queen size wanted that. But I tell you though, but it was kind of crazy because I get this water, and I'm going to bring it to mama, and I turned on the light, and there was this big, hairy monster hollering, there's my water. I said, oh my God, then I turned around and I threw the
she threw water in my eyes and screamed and ran. I was laughing so hard I couldn't.
I hopped over the steering wheel. Back there.
I mean the staircase.
I sure did. I hopped over the staircase. That's what I hopped over. I said the steering wheel. But honey, it flew down them steps. I was terrified. I was hot. That's what you get for being so bad. Because we was always doing little crazy stuff. And honey, I just died laughing. That was just the kind of mother and uncles and fathers that I've had in my life.
Grace right there.
She looked like my sister.
Can you get the camera on?
Yeah. This is Mary Grace. It's passed on. Hold on. Yeah. Can you see it good? Oh, yeah. Y'all can see it great. Oh, she's beautiful. Oh, bless your heart.
I was trying to get over her and my brother. But y'all want to see my family?
Yes.
Okay. See my family. Where you go? Let me see.
We're going to make a whole video when we sit down and do you of all the pictures. I'm sure you got plenty to share. I'm going to finish up with this video.
Okay.
And we'll go through all you. I'm sure you got